Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Elizabeth. I am a stay-at-home mom. I've got 3 girls and life is great and crazy. Shout out if you can relate. Okay, so today is a full day of cleaning. I'm gonna tackle some projects that I don't normally do, but first I've got to get the boring stuff out of the way, and that is laundry. I don't like doing laundry, but it's got to get done. So here is the ceiling fan that is in my dining room. As you can see, it is very dusty. This is not something that I normally clean, and it honestly is usually running all the time. So I wasn't standing on the table at this point. I don't know why. I should have, because I would have been able to reach it, but I used the vacuum stick to kind of hold it in place. It was kind of awkward. This is probably why I don't really clean stuff like this as much, because it is a little bit more of a hassle than just your everyday cleaning, but clearly it needed to get done. So I'm just finishing up wiping this one, then I'm going to move on to the next fan that is in our living room. This one is not as bad, but definitely needs to be cleaned. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to vacuum up all of the dust particles, dust it, and then wipe it down. Alrighty, that looks so much better. So now we're gonna move into my bedroom, and this one was really bad. It was so bad that I was in shock. I was in disbelief at the state of my fan. This fan really just stays running all of the time. And I don't know if that's even the right thing to do, but that's just what happens. So when I turned this off and saw just the globs of dust, I was disgusted. Moving on to my bed, I'm going to wash all of my bedding, do the sheets and then the comforter so that everything can be nice and fresh. Now, my blinds are another spot in the house that don't get cleaned as much, and they do get dusty, so I'm taking the time. I'm going to use my little duster to get all the little dust particles off. I think one of the reasons why I also don't clean this as much is that I find it kind of frustrating to clean the blinds for some, like when I'm using the duster or if I'm using the vacuum on the blinds. Like I hate how they move, and I know that's so silly to say, but I find it kind of frustrating to clean blinds. There's just so many of them. When I clean my bathroom area, normally I would also clean the mirrors with actual glass cleaner, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little lazy. I was feeling a little lazy doing this, so I just kind of wiped it with the dry microfiber cloth, and it did a decent job. It wasn't really that dirty. I have cleaned this recently, so it wasn't too bad. But I do find that the sink area does get gross fast just because, you're brushing your teeth and you're spitting in it. And so there's just bacteria and stuff that builds up into it. So that is definitely a spot that I clean probably more than anything. And also the toilet, like, I don't even need to go into why this should get cleaned often. You know how it goes. It's just, can be a stinky area. I try to be really thorough when I clean the toilet, making sure that I'm wiping down, every little nook and cranny, getting off any kind of germs that might be there, cleaning at the base of the toilet and all that stuff. And while I'm cleaning, I like to think to myself, okay, if I needed to stick my face in this toilet, would I be comfortable to do so? Would it be clean enough for me to get that close to it? And if the answer is no, I'm going to keep on cleaning. To clean my shower doors, I am using the Scrub Daddy Power Paste with a Scrub Mommy. And so the Scrub Mommy sponge has a soft side and a rough side. So I'm using the rough side and it does not scratch. I have found that this is the easiest way to clean my shower doors. In the past, I've used, water and vinegar, dish soap, stuff like that. But this really cuts those water stains that get on the glass door, and it really has made it so easy. This day in particular probably was the fastest I've ever cleaned my shower doors, and that's because the Power Paste works so well on it. So, if you have glass doors for your shower, I would try this because it works really well for me. Once I was done getting those water stains off, I come through with my window spray and just kind of buff out, just to make it nice and shiny. Shiny or just clear? Yes, to make it nice and clear. Typically, I will try to clean while my 2-year-old is napping, but that can sometimes just be 2 hours. And if I want to do more of like a full house cleaning, it takes me longer than that. So this is after school. The big girls are home. Not a problem. That's life. obviously. So I'm just getting the dishes done to prepare for the evening when we have dinner. So I like to have my sink clear of dishes and stuff, or I like to try to, so that once dinner is done, we can just load the dishwasher up. That makes it so much easier. That doesn't always get done, but that was the goal for today. Does anyone else's dog stand at the dishwasher and lick the dirty dishes? Because that is like Mabel's part-time job. She loves to do it. So anyone who has had a toddler knows that toddlers just do toddler things. So as I was doing this, Cece had a Pop-Tart. She comes in and just chucks it on the floor and then runs away. So I put a pause on what I was doing to get my vacuum out and then to vacuum up all of the little crumbs. So now I'm going to clean up, the surface. I'm sure that even in your house, that there's a spot in your house or in a couple spots where, you kind of just toss your belongings. So right here is kind of where, I'll put homework papers and stuff like that. So I just had to clear that all off. So right here, this is my 2-year-old sweatshirt. She was eating Italian ice and got the juice on it, and it was cherry flavored, so it was red. I knew that if I did not clean this right away, it was probably going to stain. And whenever I'm working with a stain or something that's going to be stained, I will first use dish soap. So this is the Dawn Power Wash, and the reason why I use dish soap is that it is a degreaser and it is soap. So I find that it works really, really well. I use cold water because I also read that, or someone told me that hot water sets stains, so I just use cold water. And when that sweatshirt came out of the washer and dryer, it was gone and it looked great. I was gonna say brand new. It did not look brand new because it is not brand new, but it looked great. So this is my air return, and another little spot that just gets dusty, and I just feel like that's something that needs to be cleaned, and I don't really clean it as much as I should. So I sat down and vacuumed the dust up and gave it a good wipe down. At this point, it is evening, and I have put Cece in the bathtub, which is just kind of like on the other side of the camera. And as she is playing in the bath, I am wiping down and cleaning the bathroom. Because you know what? As a mom, sometimes you've got to multitask. So Cece was safe. I could hear her. I could see her. And so why not get some cleaning done while she does that? Okay, also, remember how I cleaned my other toilet earlier in the video? Well, I never scrubbed the toilet bowl cleaner away because I mean and it was hours. My daughter went to use the restroom and she's like, "Mom, the blue stuff is in the toilet." Yeah, I totally forgot to go back and scrub the toilet bowl. As you can see, I don't forget to do this one, but yeah, it totally slipped my mind. These closet doors are not something that I clean all the time. They weren't terribly dirty, but just dust and stuff collects on it over time, so it needed to be wiped down. So I did this as Cece was finishing up her bath. As the night is coming to an end, I need to put my sheets back on my bed. My comforter is not ready because that thing takes forever to dry. Because it's so big, I have to, go to the dryer every so often to take it out and turn it around because the inside will remain wet, the outside will get dry. So it's a process. It takes like hours to dry my comforter. I even think that, yeah, it was ready the next day. It took a long time. Alrighty, now it is time to fold all of this laundry. And yeah, all of those Amazon packages because Christmas, man. Yeah, I don't like laundry. I know I've said it like every time I've ever done it. And I don't know why, because it really does not take that long when you just sit down and do it. But there's something about it that I really do not enjoy. So what usually happens is I'll clean the clothes, then it kind of just like sits in a pile. I will, however, lay the shirts out so they're not just balled up, but everything else, like, you saw, it was just piled up, and I got sick of looking at it and digging through that pile to get my clothes, because that's also frustrating. So I had to sit down to get it done. Well, it's time to be finished. Thank you for joining me. One of the reasons why I love cleaning is to create a peaceful space for me and my family. So I hope that you found some motivation to do so for yourself as well. Like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, friends. Bye.